Hi guys, before we skip around, I'm going to say that if you hear me yelling, it's at my pet. It's a horsefly and it will not leave my room. So, Noisy is what I named him. He won't stop buzzing and he won't shut up. We were trying to kill him and he keeps hitting the mirror, but that's not giving him no head concussion, that ain't gonna hurt him, I can see. So CSI Board games and I'm really here today. Anyway, Christy comes with the board. It comes with four suspect folders. Can you open it up? We already got a sheet there. It's got it. You put a paper in there. I'll show you guys the paper here right now. Yeah, right now. These are the arrest warrant sheets. You get these disclosure cards, which you will be drawing from a deck. These are cards that tell you about the victims, everything you need to write on your sheet. You get a handbook. You get these characters as followed, and you can set them on the board by who they are. Gail Grissom, Greg Sanders, Sarah Fiddler, which is who I am. Dr. Al Robbins, Catherine Willows, Warwick Brown, Jim Brass, and Nick Stokes. And they're just little characters. That's my graph here, little. Okay, you also get these little things that you can put the characters into, and so like, you just stick it in the back. And I choose 3 people randomly, like don't look and drop. Put on there so I can put them on the board, and then the rest of them have to sit beside as their cards. But you get these 2 die. You get a big die and you get a tiny die. And then of course you're going to get your deck cards. They come with separator cards, and then they come with the cards that are just in there. I'm going to just start off where I was, which is story 5. So I've done 4 stories so far. Let's open up this board and now I'm going to keep it up. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and fill out my investigation sheet. Okay, so I use the top of my little investigation desk. I get this and I set it right there. Then I get my folder. Get my ink pen. Okay. Creepy thing is, it looks like I'm on this side of the. It looks like I'm on this side of the. Okay, it looks like I'm on this side of the table, over here, but I'm on this side of the table. See, it looks like I'm over there, but it looks like I'm over there, but I'm over here. Okay, so the first thing you have to write down is the name of the victim. Allison Sinclair is her name. Now you have to write down the victim's characteristics. Demanding, CEO of GeoFizz. Looks like she's also divorced. Name of the suspect number 1 is Gerald Powell. VP at GeoFizz, just like she is, and was into reporting the victim. So he reported the victim. Okay, second one is Ned Turner, and he's the victim's competitor. And looks like he's trying to buy the place, GeoFizz. Okay, the last one is George Hooper. My bad, Hooper, I said Hopper. The victim's personal goofer. And he feels unappreciated. Okay, so then down here, as we go to the different stations, we have checklists for level 1, level 2, and level 3. So we go through, we're going to mark it off. Now, I'll give you guys a second to look at the card up close. There we go. You can look at it if you want. Okay, and so we put this over here on that card, and now it's time to do the good stuff. Pull out the board. Woo! Oh Lord! I get out of this because you have to have room to fit all the cards of the different levels out on the side. Okay, so here's where we start. Ah, you have to you know, a really good idea is to put the box on the board. I put it down. Ah, that's a perfect idea. Look at that. Here's where we start. Suspects levels start here, so we're going to get back here to put it right there. Now time to do the secret drawing. Get my glasses out here. First is Greg Sanders, and we're going to find where he is. Looks like he does DNA, so he's going to be waiting there for anybody who comes with DNA. Dr. Al Robbins, he does the autopsy. Like, he does surgery. You know, like to see how somebody died, and he's going to be right there. Next, Catherine Willows, and she does identification. Alright, so next we're going to get the rest of these. We're going to set by the cards. The cards aren't out yet, but they will be. It just goes right there, and then right there. So, okay. Now we're going to find the right here it is, the right place. Corporate casualties, the name of the story. Okay, so I'm going to get all the cards out here. Okay, so here's our suspect cards. Our level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now we go through the second suspect in front of me. Then we have interrogations 3 to 1 level. Autopsy 3 to 1. Identification 3 to 1. Strength 3 to 1. Right. DNA 3 to 1. Ballistics 3 to 1. Ballistics 3 to 1. And then Grayson cards they go right here. Okay. So our suspect card. Hold on. I gotta show you guys this. This, it says all of the different, of course it says the rules. Let me get back to the 5. So here it says, of course it's going to tell you, it's going to show you that's from the other story, so, okay. So that, not that, but this is of course the picture of what's on the story card. Ignore the words, that right there. We'll have to figure this out here. Okay. And it tells you the crime scene description, the glossary words, and I wrote, look at the description of the crime. That's how long it is. That's how long it is. Those words are ARDA, argon laser, compared to microscope, gas chromatography, chromatography, chromatography with 10 super fuming chamber in toxicology. And then at the very end, that big long picture you see right there is the therapy solution. I don't look at that stuff. Okay. Next is the disclosure cards. If you all can see the nice little on the back of the story card there, like that, it says disclosure card. It says the evidence never lies. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get these and we're going to shuffle them up. And if you all see right there, the empty spot, there they go. Okay. So, I'll go ahead and read the suspect card number 1. Level 1. Gerald Powell, the VP of Sales and Marketing for Geofizz. Gerald represents having to report to Allison Sinclair. He is responsible for 95% of the gold sales for the firm and feels that he ought to be a shareholder. Ned Turner, a man who likes to show off his wealth. Turner owns another mining company that competes with Geofizz. Ned is an entrepreneur. That's the entrepreneur. He has a reputation for doing whatever it takes to eliminate his competition. Recently, he has several private meetings with Allison Sinclair in an attempt to purchase Geofizz. Last but not least is George Hooper. Allison's personal assistant. George was known as a corporate goofer, overqualified and underutilized. He feels unappreciated for all of the mundane tasks he has handled over the past 6 years. Until recently, 32-year-old George has been romantically involved with Sandra Bracken, Gerald Powell's secretary. On the day Allison Sinclair fell to her death, George was seen leaving Geofizz at 6:30 p.m. Okay, so we're going to start by getting with dice, and we have everything ready. We have my go right there. You're rolling, you can go whichever way you want to. I'm not sure which way I want to go. I can go this way or this way. I'm going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Grab a good drink and so I haven't looked it up. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to get level 1 autopsy, and I'm going to read it. Dr. Al Robinson examines the body of Allison Sinclair and determines that she died from a fall, resulting in a broken neck. The impact of the pediment ruptured the victim's aorta, causing massive internal bleeding. Robbins extracts some tissue and blood samples and orders a toxicology screen to test the presence of alcohol, poison, and drugs. So there's that one, so we're going to set that over there. And now we get our checklist. And on number 2 right there, it says autopsy. We're going to check it off. 8. Nothing. 8. Nothing. 4. Okay, so we ran on one of the little green arrows. That means we go to the closest place. Either way. So I'm going to come to Sarah. I'm going to get my first level card, and I'm going to go ahead and check off forensics. And I'm going to read it. Sarah Spittle conducts a voluntary swabbing and fingerprinting of all Geofizz employees and sends her samples to the lab. While at Geofizz, Sandra Bracken hands Sarah a letter that she found on her desk in the morning after Allison Sinclair was killed. It contains the line, "Now we'll have the money to get on with our lives." The letter is signed by Sandra's lover, Gerald Powell. Finding no point on the envelope or letter, she sends the envelope to DNA and forwards the letter to custody documents. Oh, it says now we can move on with, now we'll have the money to get on with our lives. The letter is signed by Sandra's lover, Gerald Powell. And Gerald Powell is the VP of Sales and Marketing at the store. Wow. Okay. So I already checked our forensics. Hold on, good. I gotta just do it really quick. I promise you, my fingers are off. Okay, so there's that. Next. Work around the following section of railing and spindles for fingerprints and lift several prints from the surface of the railing. He then examines the following section of which would indicate whether the victim was thrust into one of these two pieces. His own nerves that the railing or post suffered a severe sudden impact. Okay, so now we're going to mark off all this stuff. Okay, and now we're going to look at 6, 7. Now I'm going to put one of the ducks in. She's on 4. 4. 4. 6. Come on, I want to get this closer, but I love you. Bye. Alright, we're at Trace now. Technician Greg Sanders examines all the blood samples collected from the scene of the crime and from the victim's body and clothing. He profiles the DNA from each sample. All samples must be victim Allison Sinclair. So we know it absolutely did that. Okay, we're missing one card. Oops, no, we're not. Alright, and that was what, Trace? We're only going to play this level 1, 2. Get 1, get 1. 6. Plus 1. Already been to her, so we just wait. 1. 5. Already been here, so we're just going to wait. 6. We're back at start. 1, 2, 5. Here's a new one, interrogation. Jim Braxton, the fellow employees of GeoFizz, he learns that George Trooper had been publicly humiliated by Allison Sinclair on many occasions. In addition, he had just lost his girlfriend, Sandra Bracken, because he would stand up to Allison and demanded promotion. George denies being upset at his boss, claiming he had grown accustomed to her outbursts and that he had fallen out of love with Sandra because she was a gold digger. He informs West that Allison's last meeting of the day was with Ned Turner. Okay, so there's that. So we're going to mark off interrogation. Okay. We have 2 more places left to go. We have identification and DNA. 1, and of course if we get disclosure cards. Are you going to hear them? Closest place. Identification. Alright guys, here we go. Catherine Wills inspects the remaining railing and posts on the balcony. The entire railing has been painted, however the bolts that secure each post to the floor are unpainted and rusty. She then notes the 2 bolt heads found on the rough pavement below match those of the railing but are rust-free. Catherine suspects that the bolts have been recently replaced back at the lab. She places the bolt heads in a secretly swimming chamber but finds no latent prints. Okay. We now have on the left and that's DNA, so let's try to get to it. 3. 1, 1, 1. 5. 1. Yay! Disclosure card! Do not read this card aloud, but I'm going to anyway. This disclosure card is kept in front of you until needed and can only be used once. Block a player from entering any division to read the evidence card. Okay, well I can't do that because I don't have any other player playing, so. 1. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Either way, I'm going to DNA. Huh? DNA? Oh, well, looks like we have been to all of them then. We had already been to DNA. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's. Oh, I see where we haven't been yet. We haven't been to Glyphim yet. Okay, so we're going to try to make our way into there now. 10. Stop. Can't move. 2. Leave it. I need 2 or 1. 1, I need 1. Try this one. Alright, so now we're going to retest cards. So this allowed to all times. Every time you find a body, you have to choose a path. And when you choose that path, you risk destroying the evidence. The clue is for you alone. Make a scan the balcony floor with ultraviolet light. Go to Trace and see what you find. Okay. So I have to go to Trace now and read the second. No, let's look something else. That's the first one. Let's see. Trace. There's Trace. Level 1. Nick Stokes uses an argon light to scan the cigarette butts found on the floor of the balcony and in the ashtray. The brown butts all have fingerprints and sniffs the victim. However, even after dusting, the white butt comes back unknown. Nick forwards it to DNA. Next, he scans the balcony floor and collects several tiny paint chips off the floor near the damaged post. Before leaving, Nick removes the paint chip samples from the several different areas of the railing post and spindles. Alright, so that's all we're going to play. That's just showing you guys how to play the game. And of course you have level 1, level 2, level 3, and you all just keep going through. And yes, there is different suspect cards. They're the same suspects on each card, but they all say different stuff. So I would advise you to read every suspect card because they all have something unique. Now I'm going to show you guys how to put the stuff in the box. Okay, so what I do is I get my cards and put everything back in. The disclosure cards, they do go in there, but the thing about that, alright, let me tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I have got to organize these back into where they were, because they're not, they're organized, but they're not organized into the right number. Okay, so there's level 5 all jacked up. There's some backwards ones. Yeah, a lot of backwards ones. Okay. I love you like a love song, baby. There we go. Alright, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to make sure first that they're all in order. Okay, so you're going to hit that. But they're all right here. Because when I call the name, come up and it's the other part is you, and then go to place Trace 3, 2, 1. DNA. Forensic. Grayson, Shanahan, next ballistics, turning up ballistics 1, thank you, we need interrogation 1. We need autopsy 1. We need identification, 1. And we need our suspect cards, 1, 2, and 3. 3, 2, 1. Then we need that. Then we need that card on the top. We need to sit over there with that. Okay. Next is the one I haven't done this one yet. This is Fatal Fortune. No, even though it says I have. Level 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 2. Well, why is it only 1, 2? Because scratching card says only 1, 2. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Then we need our 6, 3, 2, 1. So then we need our suspect cards. There's 1, 2, and 3. We need a sword card. And that one is going to just get over there. Right? So let's get the one. And do it backwards. Right? Then we do suspect card, missing one. So we're missing level 2 suspect card for purple. So if you and there it is. One pair of this. We get this finished. Okay. We got 3, 2, 1 for dollar 6. 3, 2, 1 for 4 and 6. 3, 2, 1 for DNA. 3, 2, 1 for trace. 3, 2, 1 for identification. 3, 2, 1 for autopsy. An interrogation. 3, 2, 1. Alright, next we're going to need our suspect cards, our story card, and our divider card. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. Alright, next looks like we have the story 6 critical target. Never done this one, not sure. I don't know this one. Okay, looks like we have some purple, some dark purple ones mixed in with that. I think you are at the very bottom, aren't you? There. Okay, so there's your story card. Okay, where's our... There, okay. Guys, okay, all crazy. 3, 2, and 1. Alright, we're gonna go over there now. Autopsy, you're good. Identification, you're good. Trace, you're good. DNA, you're good. Forensics, you're good. Ballistics, you're good. Suspects, y'all are good. Geisen, you're good. Alright, suspects. Critical hit. Alright, next we got our story 7. Biggest among sisters. Geisen. Forensics. And right there for your first one to come. Slice them, 1 and 2, yeah, good. Identification, 3, 2, and 1. Trace, 1, 2, and 3. DNA is 1, 2, and 3. Autopsy, 1, 2, and 3. Integration, 1, 2, and 3. Ballistics, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and perfect. Here's double 1. Alright, you all get the guys and then alright. Level 8, called comfort, or story card. Alright, guys, sing again. Segregation, you're good. Autopsy, you're good. Identification, you're good. You get a trace. DNA, you're good. Hold on, DNA, yeah, you're good. Ballistics, you're good. Ballistics, you're good. Alright. Now can I have a suspect card? That. I don't know, these are all jacked up. Alright. What's supposed to go here, see? Alright. Yes, there, let's check this out. Right, there we go. Story card. Sophomore suspect card. Take your choosing with them. Only 1 and 3. No, there's something. Oh, where are they? What's the third one? Like I said, like, oh, it's in the okay. Got level 2, I got level 2. Right. What else would be good? Yeah, who cares? Let's just get it over there. I can fix it anytime, so I'm good. Alright, so this is how we do it. You start out first by finding number 1. Number 1 is rock bottom, and what I don't want the suspect card in there. That is sonography. Those. Okay, so let's get card. What are we gonna do? You get the battery cap, put it at the very front. I like doing that upside down so that I know that it's rock bottom. Then I put in my card. Next is the last dance, so we're gonna get out the battery cap. Right down in there it goes. Suspect card. 3. So we're going to put that right down in there. See, I didn't put it in backwards. Okay. Alright, number 3. Number 3. fatal foursome. Let's put that one in there. Coop. And we're going to put the cards right in there. Coop. Alright, 4. I'm going to put that one right in there. Coop. Put that one in there. Stop. Okay, then we need 5 right here. Incorporate casual key like that. Well, gonna put those in place. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, now put those right in there. Alright, 6. Boop. And boopity boop. Alright, 7. Next. Here we go. We're going to put that one right in. Then we're going to put the cards right in. The last one, we're doing 8. Well, not the last one, the last. Okay, there's one more slot for the disclosure card. They have a really big slot in the back here. Well, the slot's not big, but they have a really big index card that separates them. Okay. So, what we're going to do is put those and stick them in that hole right there. Then, first thing you want to put in is the biggest thing. That's the first, and no, I know what you all are thinking. The board! You don't put the board in before we put anything else in. I don't think anybody does that. If you do that, it's kind of weird. Of course I've done it before. Yeah, when I'm in a hurry, but I like just do it, regularly. Okay. So notice how I did it. Okay. The first thing I put in are the pieces, the little, those pieces and the dice. Where are the dice? That's so weird. Where are the dice? How am I going to them? Guys, you know I haven't done. You guys know right as well as I do that I haven't done. So there. Okay, then we're going to put this in there, which is the handout. Then we're going to put the folder, then the paper, then the ink pen, then the board. The board. So good. Thanks for watching. Bye.